Will you dance at a wedding?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I am stunned by that.
How do you
answer.
feel? Are you think you're a solid dancer, or you're just like, I don't care, I'm throwing inhibition to the wind, having a good time?
I think if I choreograph something,
Oh, you're doing
What?
You're doing set pieces.
What are you talking
DJ,
about?
take it from the top.
Hold on. We're at a.
I want to see that. I will find this when I go to rewatch this. Where I go, I think I choreograph it. You go, what? Well, so I did. Some people
Cute little number.
might be like familiar with it. Like I did lip sync contests in.
Who? No.
Oh well, I had talked about it on like Shane's
Okay.
podcast, in high school, and so like I did a Michael Jackson thing. So
Is there you're doing this with a wink for fun, or is it you're dead serious on it?
I took it dead
You
serious.
said lip sync contests.
Yeah.
In high school.
Yeah.
They would have them regularly.
Yeah. Well, they
Were they at school?
It was annual. Yeah.
Okay.
It was in the big auditorium.
Right.
We're doing a big room. We ain't talking no auxiliary flex room.
Oh my
shit.
God! You
Yeah.
did it every year.
Yeah.
It was the same number every time.
No. So like the first year I did Michael Jackson, and then that was
What song?
Black or White.
Okay.
And then that I've tried to talk about this on stage. It doesn't work. But at the time, so this is when I was like developing cataracts and like having vision. So I was like missing a lot of school. And then my French teacher was failing me. And so then my dad went in like Uncle Buck style and like flipped out.
Uh-huh.
And then she, as like sort of an olive branch to me, was like, I heard great things about that Michael Jackson dance you did. Do you want to do it in front of the French class? And
Wait, what did she hear?
I know that sounds insane. Everybody like hears this and they
That
think
sounds
like,
wild. Yeah.
oh, she was trying to get you or whatever. It wasn't. It was like she was making the peace with me. She was trying to like.
I was just going, man, that was a different time.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, you're bad at French. You're missing a lot of school. Can you dance?
Wait,
for
she
us?
heard about your performance at the annual lip sync contest in the auditorium.
That's right.
That's how him and McKeever started working together.
And then she was like, "Hey, I heard you're really good at that. Why don't you come in and do it in front of the class, and it'll bring your grade up."
Not bring my grade up. It was like, because her whole thing was, she was like, he did the lip sync contest.
Uh-huh.
And my mom was like, because he likes that and he doesn't care about French.
Okay.
So in that sort of making it up, that's what she offered.
Okay.
Thinking it was
Nice
going to be a
of
good
her.
idea. And I get right. And I thought it was going to be a good
I-
idea. It was the most awkward thing I've ever done.
Yeah.
It was the most awkward thing I've ever done. You remember Black or White on the CD had the entire intro?
Sure.
That played.
Oh, God.
I just stood there. And then there's a rap interlude, and I just stood there. And you could hear my grunts. I couldn't moonwalk because there was half a carpet. It was so
He runs
fucking
over, takes a
embarrassing.
sip of water during the intermission. He's sitting there.
So that was that. Then the second year I did Madonna. That was really because I'd never worn a dress before.
Okay.
And I did this like move where I got down and was like
You had worn a dress for the performance.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I mean, I was doing Madonna.
Sure.
And then
what was the reaction from the high school crowd?
So this like is my mom's most mortifying moment because some guy like kid behind her was like, "Ew, that's a guy," and so it was really uncomfortable.
That chick's a dude.
And then, but I bounced back. I did Pavarotti the next year, and
We should have done something a little more of the time.
well, no, because I like stuffed my like fat suit with stuff. So as I was singing, I was like pulling out all sorts.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah,
It's got a bit to it. Yeah, that's great.
and then I did Lord of the Dance or whatever that was.
It gets worse every
Oh,
year.
yeah.
No, that got good. That did. I got rave reviews. It does not get worse. So.
Whoa.
What
Okay.
What made you do that? Were you doing that at home, or was that like?
What do you mean? What made me do that? I thought it was a good idea. Desire to be liked.
Yeah,
I don't know.
okay.
Wait, so how does that translate into a wedding where
Dancing.
you'll have something coordinated?
Oh, so you were like, "Do you think you're a good dancer?" I'm like, "If I'm
Oh.
dancing at a wedding, no. If I had something coordinated,
it was a show.
probably
Oh,
not.
gotcha.
Yeah, probably not. But I feel like somebody could choreograph dance moves for me, and I could do it, and you'd be like, "That's not as bad as I thought it was going to look."
Can you moonwalk?
Not well.
Goddamn carpet kid.
Could you better
No.
as a kid?
As a kid, I could a little bit better. Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Moonwalking.